Hello, hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. I need to close this because there's a lot of noise downstairs. All right. Epic troll slayers, great community. If you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed. Whatever works for you. Hello. It is not tax season. No. This is okay. Today. All aboard. We're going on the petty train today. Let's just say a couple of surprises in what some certain people are saying, but also there are some instances of, let's just say, some people losing a battle of wits. Yeah. Okay. We have some serious stuff and we have some kind of stuff. All right. Yay, the petty train, says this go. And also, as I am pulling up the first question here, I will say that I am getting a thing to attach to the windows so I can finally get the camera up high enough so I can use my standing desk again, which is great because now I can move around, and which I like. But because I've had the camera sitting on the laptop, the top, we know where the camera usually is on a laptop. I've had it sitting on there for so long, and I had to put the laptop on a frame to push up the back so it would sit up high enough. So my keyboard has been at like this kind of angle for months and months and months and months and months. So right now my laptop's flat, so it'll fit. It feels like I am looking down a barrel. You know, like if you walk around in high heels for too long and you take them off and your heels feel like they're that far into the ground. This whole thing right now, as I'm talking to you, I feel like I am working down a barrel. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, Rainy HJ, good evening from the UK. Hello, good day from Chicago. All right. And we're going to get to all of this. Let's just say there is an overabundance of information that is maybe all these planets in retrograde are starting to might be pushing out more information than you think. All right, we'll jump in. 3 minutes, 30 seconds in. Oh, I hope you brought some tea for the petty. Oh gosh, I have trouble finding the right numbers. Okay. Senator Ron Wyden tore into RFK Jr. this morning. Hang on, I can't see it. There we go. Ahead of his testimony before the Senate Finance Committee, calling attention to his past ties with the offender Epstein amid his supposed dedication to serving children. Quote, Mr. Kennedy calls himself a protector of children, Wyden said. Some kind of rich claim from somebody who's flown on Jeffrey Epstein's jet on multiple occasions. Truth hurts. Oh, whew. I think I got third-degree burns standing near that one. Oh, man. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chemical Squirrel says jaw meat floor. Lewis has put in some worm emojis. It's so good. Just a little dark, though. I should move this. Drops mic. Yes, Lewis. Hang on. We're in mid. Okay, if I take this out, it's probably, wow, that's bright. We might do that. Let's see. Be a lot brighter. All right, we're going to do this. Okay. So, RFK Jr. should not have his job. So, Senator Ron Wyden, quote, Mr. Kennedy calls himself a protector of children. Some kind of rich claim from somebody who's flown on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet on multiple occasions. Fuego. Oh, yeah. The good people and the Democrat are bringing it today. Oh, and don't forget Dumpy is also not only flown on Epstein's plane, but Epstein has flown on his plane. Don't forget that. And it's all lies. Page of Cups, Six of Cups, Sun. Oh, I am going to sneeze. I apologize now. Sorry. Oh, things are coming out. Oh, it's all coming out. Oh, wow. Wow about the children. Wow, it is coming out in the sun. Oh, this is glorious. I was trying to read on RFK Jr., but the cards are like, no, who cares about him? Things are coming out to help the kids. So that's, thank you. All right. Yes, Deborah had an 8x10 glossy. Epstein had an 8x10 glossy of Epstein and Trump on Epstein's desk. Thank you, Anne. Bless you, Giacomo. I think I would be Giacomo, but who knows? What? No bless yous for Giacomo. All right. Then at 7 minutes, 40 seconds in, then Lauren Boebert. Yeah, Louis R. Oh, yes, that is sad. I thought you meant the suit the guy that RFK Jr. was wearing. Anyway, Lauren Boebert believes the Epstein list should be released. Quote, also, ready? Don't drink anything right now. Also, I think the sexual assault slush fund members of Congress paying off staffers to be quiet, that should be released too. Oh. If you are not aware, years ago, we were appalled, but Congress voted, members of Congress had enough instances of alleged assault against them, that, especially from staffers, that Congress created a slush fund to pay off victims and made it so that everything got hushed up. My hair was on fire when this happened. I want to say back in the aughts. But Lauren Boebert says also, I think the sexual assault slush fund, that should be released too. Members of Congress paying off staffers to be quiet. The slush fund was made public knowledge back in 2018. Quote, that's a pretty big one. And, I was promised before this Congress that we would be all over it. And I've heard more about the Epstein list and other things than that. So why are these members still here? What are they covering up? What are they paying off? That's something the American people need to be demanding answers on. Yes, Joanne. Who? Vampira? Yes. Oh. Okay. This kid's asking, where did they get the money for the slush fund? That would be a Google question, I'm afraid. I don't know. Maria says, I'm stunned. Something relatively sensible came out of Boebert's mouth, but I agree with her on this. I do too. That's why I did this overlay today. Think of all the files that exist about the slush fund, all the Epstein files, all of this information. And planets in retrograde with the astrology, they take a step back and see what they missed. They go back and check. Oh, I forgot to show you this. Oh, I forgot to grab that. And with all of these outer planets going retrograde, that's like, they move so slowly. It's like generational energy. Whoo, boy. Deborah is saying taxpayers is where the slush comes from. They were saying that years ago when we found out and why we have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Exactamundo. All right, so how about the slush fund list? All right, I don't know if I want to do a whole overloaded Celtic on this, but this is because things are kind of, things could shift off this desk quickly right now because this is new. This is an update of an old system that I haven't done in like a year. Dang. Hey, Grace, would you mind taking that out of the chat? It triggers some people, and I'm not going to read on that anyway, specifically. Thank you. I had a big old temperance card. Refusal. This is what's happened before. Just refusal. I don't care. All the grief caused. Pay the women off, or boys, or men, or girls, or yeah. For the men sitting pretty. But guess what? Ace of Cups. What was refused before, is back. It's back, baby. Oh gosh, this would all make me so happy. I think Democrats want that list, that information, the slush fund information released. We need to call our representatives. We need to push this. Epstein files and the slush fund information. And if somebody was paid off, what were they accusing what members of? Yes, innocent potato. Oh, it's been a minute. Hello. It would be interesting to hear. Yes, it would. Oh, yes, Stockholm syndrome, innocent potato. There's a lot of that going on right now. Whew. Oh, yeah, they had a plan to try to hide things. And this information still exists. You would think that they would try to, yes, Maria, release the slush fund list. Yes. You know that they try to get rid of stuff, but this feels like there's information that still exists. That's bringing down some people who were on high fruits of labor. Somebody's willing to go digging. Look, if there are Democrats on the slush fund list who paid women off, we need to know that and shame them and possibly kick them out of office. But what are the chances there are Republicans on that list? How glorious a day would it be that the rich and powerful who abused vulnerable people, where it was finally all brought out in the open. Well, a lot of it anyway. Although it says, and prosecute if possible. I'm sure they would bring up something about statute of limitations, but man. Whew. Cat Toy says, is the sky blue? Vern says, I don't know. Locker room talk seems to have worked for the orange one. Well, when you put it, okay. Think about Trump as he's the head of a cult of personality. A lot of these other people aren't. It would also include some people who are no longer in office, but it might include some people who are, who would have some splaining to do. So, yeah, look, if Democrats have done something wrong, goodbye, bye-bye. Exits are there. Bye, bye-bye now. There is, at least in this moment, there is some hope. But to get from here to there, there's a whole lot of humming and hawing and foot dragging, but it's very weak. This is all minor arcana. It's just the energy is very small. And that information is still there, and that information is still being handed. But will be this, because there was a plan, and then waiting for their ship to come in. Oh, just to maybe give a little, some communication. No. If you want transparency, vote for Democrats. Seriously. And our side is more likely to hold people accountable on our side if they are caught doing any of this garbage. So, okay. There's more pettiness. Lawrence had a question. I will get to that, but shall I share with you someone who seems to have lost a battle of wits? The person who has lost the battle of wits will not surprise you. Let me do this, and so I can read it to you. Maybe we can even go over it together. But I know some of you are just listening, so I will read it to you. Copy. Paste at 18 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh. Ted Cruz. Guess who showed up for a battle of wits unarmed? Yeah. All right, Ted Cruz. I don't know. Can I just read it to you? Did you want to see the text? I'll just read it to you. Senator Ted Cruz, on Wednesday, said in an interview about Governor Pritzker of Illinois, he is my governor, Pritzker, called him a disgusting racist bigot. Because he stood up to Trump's threats to deploy National Guard troops to Illinois. He also said that Cruz didn't want to get in between J.B. Pritzker and the Domino's pizza line. Really? Pritzker responded, and I, Pritzker, would never want to get between Ted and a trip to Cancun when there's an emergency in Texas. I am living today. I am live. I am living for this. Then the rest of social media got involved. Journalist Julie DeCaro posted, "Look how proud Ted is of his fat joke. Ted Cruz, who looks like that." Podcaster Bob Seska posted, "Funny how doughy, misshapen Ted Cruz and doughy, misshapen Donald Trump are body-shaming Pritzker. He who is without D-cup man boobs cast the first fat joke." Podcast host Liz Dye posted, "Ted Cruz making fat jokes while embracing that body skimming close-up and rocking the ambiguous neck beard." There are two more, and the last one is dead. We're dead. Okay. Lawyer Bradley Moss posted, "Are Ted Cruz and Donald Trump under the impression they're skinny? Have they seen their own waistlines? Glass houses, boys. Glass houses." Yeah. Okay. But this one, writer Matt Anderson, Ted Cruz, he said, because remember, if you go back, Ted Cruz said he wouldn't want to. Cruz said, "I wouldn't want to get in between J.B. Pritzker and the Domino's pizza line." Writer Matt Anderson replied, "Ted Cruz wouldn't get between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz's wife." Like, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but yeah, you didn't protect her. You didn't defend her. You came out and said some mealy-mouthed words, and then you just said, "Oh, okay, you're great." So, Teddy, how's it going? DL says Pritzker is the perfect example of leadership. We've got some financial problems here in Illinois because of the pension funds and overspending and stuff like that. But oh, well, something's about to happen to him. I'm just not entirely convinced that we're going to see the back of him anytime soon. That's true, Nettie. He really didn't defend his father from Dumpy either. True. Yes, yes, Arsenault fled Cruz. Yes. Oh, no, why not? If you think Pritzker's cute, good for you. Why not? We've had discussions before on this channel about who your political crush is on. Like, who's the best looking person in politics? Who do you think is the most attractive? You know, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a discussion we've had. And lots of people have lots of different views. Ted Cruz, waiting for a ship to come in. You mean his plane to Cancun? Oh yeah, you just got burned. They just strung you up by your heels. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you tried to go out there. Yeah. But there's something not pleasant coming for Cruz. But it might have to do with the whole government. Something unpleasant there, I hope. But then there's a plan. Don't like the plan. So, yeah, he's going to be around for a little while. And as I'm looking at you, he's over on the screen over here. Picture from the article. It's like, ew. Ew. Whew. A warrior which says Beto has my political heart now. There you go. Lisa says Warnock is fine also. There we go. All right. It's the petty train. We are on the petty train. Maybe I should have done like some kind of train overlay today. 26, 15. Jesse Waters is trying to defend Trump from Newsom's trolling. Jesse Waters said, Gavin is out there stealing Trump's style. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Yeah, try to twist that. Yeah, fail. Why doesn't Gavin imitate his policies? Newsom's press office responded by saying, because they're trash. Let me repeat that. Jesse Waters said, Gavin Newsom is out there stealing Trump's style. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Why doesn't Gavin imitate his policies? And Newsom's press office responded, because they're trash. Oh, I love this. I'm having a blast today. This is great. Okay. Let me read about this and see what comes up. Lewis says, I love that people are fighting back. Yes. Nettie says, yeah, Newsom's staff. Yeah. Hello, Allison. Showing strength. Good. Yeah, there's so much nastiness going on right now between what they're doing to immigrants and then this garbage about trying to invade. And the thing is, here's the thing about, I mean, we're back talking about Chicago, but the thing is that it isn't that Dumpster Fire is trying to activate the Illinois National Guard to go into Chicago. No. He wants to activate the Texas National Guard to go into Illinois. I believe that's what's called a civil war. And the courts are like, no. Gavin's doing pretty well right now, but it's a long time between now and 2028. It's a long time. There's a lot that's going to happen between here and there. And it's just, thank you. I needed petty today. Thank you. I think we all did. Who are we talking about, Brianna? Okay. And then this, This is the last of the petty things I have for today, but I fell over. Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell? I was agreeing with some of the things Marjorie Trader was saying. I was agreeing with some of the things Boebert was saying. And Mitch McConnell, who is not running for re-election, who is not the Speaker of the House, or the Senate, sorry. Mitch McConnell said, quote, "These suggestions about who's popular and who isn't irritate the hell out of me, because when you get into the leadership position, you get beat up." Okay. I think this is the most dangerous period since before World War II. There's certain similarities right now to the 1930s. Those who were totally anxious to stay out of all of what was going on in Europe were called America First. Sound familiar? Mitch, did you just, I mean, you were probably talking about America at the time, but did you just imply that there's some in your party who were Nazis? I have to be careful what I say here on YouTube. America first, huh? Homeland first. Really? 1930s. America first. Oh, not to mention Hoovervilles. Patty's asking, are we living in an alternate reality right now? I know, right? I had trouble pulling everything together today. It was so much. And thank you to Miss Sarah for helping me, because I wouldn't have been on until 3 p.m. It was just so much. Whew. Yeah, he's not well. He does have a lot of experience. Yeah, he's not well. But he's in a position to communicate. But then again, no one's really listening. He sees what's happening to the country. Oh, by the way, which is a lot of your fault, Mitchie. Mitch, please. You could have impeached this guy twice. You could have done something after January 6th. Adding insult to injury. Yeah. Well, it's nice to hear him flapping his gums. I wish he had actually done something. But it's better than I guess the same garbage he was saying before. Amy, thank you, Mitch, for not letting Obama appoint a Supreme Court justice. Oh yeah, he's awful. But yeah, it's all his fault. But just to hear the words come out of his mouth, it's like, oh. But MTG, Boebert, McConnell, what? What just happened? All right. All right. What about which? I'm afraid I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's go on to the other questions. Melissa had a question because at 3440. Melissa was asking, how much of a mess is this going to be? 600 Department of Defense lawyers as immigration judges. They're calling up 600 Department of Defense. Well, I guess they're turning it into the Department of War. Oh, all right. But anyway, they're bringing in all of these DOD lawyers, turning them, saying, here, you're an immigration judge, to try and deal with the sheer amount of, trying to give at least some people some sense of due process. How much of a mess is this going to be? Well, immigration judges had been fired in July. Yeah. I mean, you don't need me to tell you, but the 600 isn't going to do it. I mean, they're going to be so overwhelmed with the amount of damage that President Dumpster Fire has done. And also, don't judges just, I don't remember the department, I don't remember the Department of Justice putting judges in place. I thought they were voted in place, or they were Senate confirmed, or I don't know about this. John Rose's crops are rotting on the vine. Yeah, we should probably talk about that too. Couldn't get any lettuce last night. It was all bad. It's a grocery store. Anyway, this is a mess. I've just got MAGA over here. They're lawyers, but they don't necessarily have the, it's going to be a very learning on the job kind of thing. And they'll be making decisions. And it feels like Pam Bondi is just like breathing down their necks. Or she's going to try to. Disappointment. They can't knock everything down. There he is. And Ace of Wands. So yeah, this is minor arcana. It feels very frustrating. It feels very slapdash. This is, surprise, pathetic. Debsy says they've hired civil lawyers too. This is, have you heard of the term a kludge? Kludge. Back when Icon has cheeseburger on the internet with the cat memes, when they first started branching out, one of the websites they created was something about like Daily Kludge or something like that. It's when you try to fix something and it's just really like badly done, like, you know, oh, you don't have you've lost your wheel on your car. Okay, use this bicycle tire. Practically use a roller from the bottom of your chair. I mean, it just like some of the weirdest, worst taping, duct taping things to the wall and things that would fall very quickly. That's what this feels like. They're just kludging this together. Whew, Tara says yes, in computer science. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Jan. All right, so Sharon Rice had an interesting question at 3920. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Yeah, man. Don't do it. Okay, sorry. At 3940. Sharon Rice was wondering, will the MAGAs ever let their orange messiah go? Or will the real downfall be even more devastating to them? Will they just And I think we're also talking about a huge number of people, unfortunately. Things shift. You know, when people talk about immortality, I think one of the things that doesn't get talked about often enough is the fact that we're going to need there's going to be some adjustment, because there is one thing overall about people having a finite lifespan, and that is you get churn for beliefs so that you can make progress more quickly. You don't have as many people around who are stuck in very old ways of thinking. I still think we need to increase lifespans and health spans specifically, but because what I'm getting is, I mean, this is just the way they've always done it, or they've done it for a long time, and a lot of them have been, that's what they've been doing. It's very petty, it's very small, it doesn't look at the reality on the ground. But there's the world card in the center, and this is the more progressive thing as time goes on. So will MAGA, some of them will, they'll think of Trump the way they think of Reagan or more, but not all, because it's all minor arcana. But it's the change, it's the younger generations coming up who see the devastation that he has caused, especially when he's not going to be around to use this smarmy con man garbage on them. So things will shift that way. So will it be an improvement? Yes. Does it mean we're completely out of the woods? No. But it could be different, which means it could be better. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so at 43 minutes in, Cheryl, I might hijack your question, if that's okay. Because your question was, Harvard's summary judgment was a big win for the good guys. Trump will most likely appeal it and take it to the Supreme Court. What's the final outcome? He's being told on a number of fronts that, yeah, that was illegal. Yeah, you can't do that. I can pull 3 cards on Harvard, but the bigger issue I think we need to look at is the tariffs, because now Trump is begging the Supreme Court to intervene, because tariffs should be happening in Congress. The president should not just start throwing them out like confetti. And he's had rulings against that now. So he's trying to get the Supreme Court, because the other thing is the United States government is going to have to pay back apparently billions of dollars if the tariffs are found to have been improperly put in place. So we get hit twice, because those costs were passed on to consumers. They're not going to get that money back. And then we have to pay all this money overseas, which is going to skyrocket under Trump, we will have the highest national debt ever. And not just because of inflation. And it's just going to go higher because of this man's stupidity. Chemical Score says he's single-handedly bankrupting this country. He's trying. But then again, he doesn't see debt as bad. Yeah, you just claim bankruptcy 6 times. Literally. And that whole real estate thing, if you have the stomach for it, go, he and Robert Kiyosaki wrote that book together. They're both in real estate and about how you live on debt. Anyway, I don't have any court. I don't have the justice card here. I don't even have swords. I don't even have lawyers or judges. This is deciding where the resources are going. Temperance. Oh, but his victory. Yeah, but your victory is minor arcana, and this is major arcana. And the energy difference between the two is kind of like that, where this is a lot more energy. And it's also, that's hemmed in with the world card here. So he thinks he has a victory, has an ability to do this, but I've got major arcana on either side, temperance and the world, saying, no. And this is very, very weak. And then he's on the defensive. These cards for Trump and what he's trying to do. He's very, very weak amidst the temperance card and the world card. So sure, hey, you want to go? If the universe wants to metaphorically hand this guy his backside, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, never. Winning. Okay. It's 4710. Oh, Cindy, I love how you put this, but at the same time, it's a little scary. 4730. As a matter of fact, let me put this up as a banner so everybody can really get the full effect. Okay. Can you accept that? Okay. Does that show? Cindy Poole was asking, what will UShA, USA with an H, UShA Vance be like as the first lady? Will she have a platform or be like Melania, MIA? USA with the lowercase h, UShA, or Melania, MIA. All right, UShA Vance. UShA Vance be first lady. That was very clever. And accurate. Boy, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. She did not sign up for this. Got a moon card right there, Knight of Cups. There was a time when Vance was different. He wasn't like he is now. King of Cups, but now with all the people he's met, all the changes, his new plans, it's caused a lot of grief in her life. And yet he continues on. I think I could be wrong, but I have the sense that she just keeps her mouth shut a lot and just wants to go about what she's doing. This is more about their relationship, though. I'm not necessarily Yeah, the likelihood she isn't going to be first lady is actually pretty low. She's Veronica's his good little wifey. She didn't sign up for this. And let's face it, how many people got married and they feel like they married one person, and then a number of years later, yeah, maybe that's why you're single now, maybe not, but the person you married is, you can't blame somebody for how someone presented themselves in the past. So Maurice's pro-democracy network reports Trump just fired Kennedy after the congressional hearing. Oh, I haven't seen anything like that. Kathleen says she has children to worry about. Yeah. Old Silver says she doesn't mind the benefits. Yeah. And Grace says she can leave anytime. I don't know. Laura Wagner says ran out of spoons, back to lurker mode. Hope you feel better. For those who don't know, spoons is like how much energy you have. You only have so many spoons of energy every day. So you use up all your spoons. You run out of spoons, and then you've got to rest for a bit, and then you have some more spoons. It's just a nice way of putting that. Yeah, Jane says, I'm sure she's appalled by the racism in the administration. Yeah, she's not thrilled. Yeah, he's changed. Man, he's changed. Hello, Sweet Pea. You haven't been up here in a long time. Hi. He's like, I remember the standing desk. I remember the standing desk. And it means you can easily get up here. Yeah, you just walk across, whatever works for you. Yeah, he used to be very different. Magician. This magician can be a con man. They have a partnership. She's trying to make it work. I don't have her filing divorce papers right now. I just don't. But, I wonder if, Melania has set a precedent that more and more spouses can say, you know what? Have fun. You got to go to all that stuff. Have fun. I'm busy. Jane says UShA would be an absolute shock to MAGA. Yeah. Where which says Boo Boos and Kitty put in an appearance for my fan base, then go nap. Sassy Cat says, and Boo Boo's off. She's very strong. I've got that, but she is very hemmed in. And then all the rest of this, she's not even here. There's the MAGA base. That's like Mar-a-Lago. There's the dynasty, all of that, the government, the Republican. Yeah, this is not her bag. I don't have a queen here. She's strong on her own, but I got nothing here about her. So Old Silver says they aren't compensated for anything they accomplish. Exactly. Amy's asking, can Boo Boo get to the buffet? Oh, yeah. There is a cat door. Actually, there isn't actually a door in it. It's actually just open. Actually, it's quiet now. Where's my chair? There. See? Cat door. Yeah, when that door's closed, they can both just come in and go as they please. All right. Amy says, thank goodness, I was afraid he might starve. You're adorable. Deb says, is she considering divorce? I'm not picking up on that right now. I could be wrong, but it's weird. She's barely here. She's barely. So, oh, Lewis. Okay, so at 56:10, Steve had a question about Ms. Boxwine herself, Janine Pirro. 56. Pirro went on Fox criticizing the DC grand juries for not returning felony charges for the massive crime of throwing a sandwich. Yes. The guy who threw the sandwich. I hope you've seen the video. It's like Keystone Cops. I mean, it's the guy, and they're there, and you just see this guy go. It's like throw sandwich at a guy who's like this far away. Throw sandwich and try to run, and they go racing after him. And the guy who threw the sandwich at is like, yes, Liz, was he charged with sandwich side? Really? And the grand jury was like, yeah, no. Get out. Oh, Grace, hang in there. Hello, Gayleen. China Rose says the judge threw out the case. Such irony. The judge went, Janine. I've been picking up that she's not going to want to be in that job for long, because working at Fox, she shows up at random times of the day. She's not there super early. They literally have alcohol around to loosen people up, to talk more. And with the job she has now, it's a job. Oh, Cha-Cha Brown, thank you so much. Thank you. It really helps. Thank you. Nil point. Yeah, nice try. Day late, $1 short. Chaos, confusion, and trying to push a thing, and it's not working. Because this isn't some Fox studio where you sit there and blather and people are like, oh yes, what you say is just like what we say, and we think you're great. And there you're done for the day. No, this is on the defensive. This is hard. This is a real job. It is hard. Bye. Bye-bye now. Yes, end the zone. Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, man. Yeah. That voice that could peel paint off the walls. All right. There are 2 questions left. One of them I've been putting off. So if you will hang in here with me, I'm going to go just a tiny bit over at 50, well, in 1 hour. Heather was asking, what is the energy around India and China's relationship reset? Will this partnership grow? Or is this a frenemies situation with no real future? India and China. Deborah says they've all whined about having to actually work. Yeah. Meanwhile, how many of us have worked retail? How many of us have had terrible bosses? Thank you, Dr. Brown. Thank you. India and China. They don't trust each other. It's all smiles and la-di-di-da. There's zero trust there. I mean, with a lot of countries working with their even like straight up allies, there's always a little hesitation. But this is just, I'm just getting nope. They might be able to work together, but there is absolutely zero trust. This kid says still in retail. Dorinda says retail sucks. Veronica says my whole life, mostly retail security. There you go. Hello, Traveling Tarot. Huh. Yeah. The only energy here that's really clear is the first card. The moron of my enemy. No, the enemy of the moron is my friend. Yeah, the enemy of the moron is my friend. Yeah, the only thing clear is that everybody sees an opening because of this absolute President blunderdom. So yeah, we'll talk. But there's a feeling being beaten up. Working kind of legacies, as long as we're not trying to overthrow each other openly. That's all I'm getting. Oh, thank you, Maria. Oh, at Traveling Tarot says I work in returns. It's mostly horrible, but sometimes hilarious. Anne says new crime, battery by baguette. There we go. All right. Okay, this question has been put off for far too long. I'm so sorry. 10320. I'm so used to this. Because keyboard being up, I really feel like I'm looking down a barrel when I go to type. Anyway, but it's what? I mean, it is. But anyway, good news. The FBI released its report on crime in the U.S. for 2024. Send out the National Guard because of crime, blah, 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 blah. Showing a 14.9% decline in crime. Yeah. Decline in murder with a 4.4% drop in overall violent crime and 8.1% drop in property crime. The murder rate for 2024 was down 26% from the 2020's figure, roughly even relative pre-COVID, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The United States reported violent and property crime rates stood at the lowest levels since the 1960s in 2024. All before Trump was sworn in. So, One, will history give Biden his due? But really, are these the lovely figures that can be taken to the court and go, hey, yes, Bush, they're throwing the sandwiches. Yeah. Jane says, I do love y'all, but you make me hungry. Sorry. See out there eating the sandwiches. Whew. He is a fool. That's Joe Biden right in the middle. Decisions made. There's a fool waiting for a ship to come in. You mean all the hard work Joe Biden did? Thank you, Joe Biden. Hope you're feeling better. There's the sun card. Just right there. There's the numbers. Oh, no. Obfuscation. Oh, don't look at the numbers behind the curtain. Blah, da, 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 da. Will the future, I mean, he's right in the middle, so I think he will get some credit. Because I guess the only silver lining in this person being reelected is it wasn't consecutive. So at least we had Joe Biden to try and save us from the depths. Silver lining. All right, so I've cleared the deck on the questions, but I'm here every single day. So if you have questions, do put them in the chat before I come on. And thank you so much. I hope you had a good laugh today at some point, or at least a chuckle or a smile. All right. It is 1:22 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel here on YouTube with Miss Sarah, and hopefully with you and a great crew in the chat. And we all are productive and encouraging, and this is just you've got somewhere to go. So you've got somewhere to go every single day, both here and then over on the Creative Sprints channel. So friendly people and productive, and that's what we do. So please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. There are. All right. And I will see you later, as always. All right. Take care. Thank you. Okay. Bye.